Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. You guys in the US, you do have to put up with some stuff. What is the most recent thing that has made you go, OMG, what is going on? And look, I'm trying to be a little bit PC because if you go a little bit wild and talking about this specific story, you could get yourself axed because other people who have spoken about it have found themselves arrested. But anyway, what are we talking about? So, first of all, we've got the UFOs. And it seems to me that this was a little bit of a Kansas City shuffle. And this is, look, everyone, come over here and look at the Martians and the aliens and the spacemen and the things in the sky. And don't look at this over here because there's not really anything to see over here. And what was this thing over here that they didn't want you to see? And that was the massive great smoke cloud billowing into the atmosphere, poisoning everyone. So look, let's have a look at this together. So some of you will know about it because you weren't too busy checking out the Martians and the UFOs and the Chinese spy balloons and all that malarkey. You also looked at other stuff. Some people kindly sent me this information. Jen, thank you very much. And some others also sent me it. I watched that video and found myself for a large proportion of that video simply going like this. Don't worry, I was doing it for that long. The screen hadn't frozen. You'll hear my voice should be okay. Now, if I do this video and my voice isn't okay, then you will have read a disclaimer somewhere else apologising. But at the moment, I think everything is now sorted. But anyway, yeah, so the big black cloud of smoke, like a scene from Lost, the smoke monster. So what happened? This started with a train crash. This was early February. So this was a train carrying toxic chemicals. It derailed in eastern Ohio, igniting a fire that covered the town of East Palestine, or East Palestine. I know you guys like me to talk proper. So it basically covered them in smoke. Fearful of a major explosion because of some of these chemicals, the authorities carved out an evacuation zone and carried out a controlled release of toxic fumes to neutralize burning cargo inside some of the train cars. Residents feared for their health as concerns have mounted about the effect the derailment and the fire could have on the environment and the transportation network. Here's what we know. So at 9 p.m, February the 3rd, a train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, a village of about 4,700 residents, about 50 miles northwest of Pittsburgh. About 50 of the train's 150 cars ran off the tracks on its route from Madison, Illinois to Conway, PA. The National Transportation Safety Board is still investigating the cause of the derailment. I would say that it derailed because there was a problem with either the train or the tracks. Not really the important thing here. It's on fire and it's billowing poisonous clouds into the atmosphere. Sort that first, then find out whether a wheel fell off or your track was fucked. The train, operated by Norfolk Southern, had been carrying chemicals and combustible materials, with vinyl chloride, a toxic flammable gas, being of most concern to investigators. A huge fire erupted from the derailment, sending thick, billowing smoke into the sky over the town. Residents on both sides of the Ohio-Pennsylvania border were ordered to evacuate as Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio raised alarms about a possible explosion. So there's some people doing some work there. Has there been harm to the environment? The derailment has caused concerns about air, soil, and water pollution. Well, I can tell you, and I'm no expert, that there has definitely been some harm caused. On February the 10th, the EPA said that about 20 rail cars were reported to have been carrying hazardous materials, chemicals including vinyl chloride, butyl acrylate, Ethylexyl acrylate and ethylene glycol. Monobutyl ethers were known to have been and continue to be released to the air, surface soil, and surface waters, the EPA said. On February the 12th, the EPA, after monitoring the air, said it had not detected contaminants at levels of concern. Go and watch the video that's in the link to my upcoming live. So go to where my live is scheduled and click that link and watch that video. It's madness. Absolute madness. Chemicals include vinyl, blah, 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 EPA. On February the 12th, EPA said after monitoring the air, so no levels of concern in and around East Palestine, although residents might still smell odours. So you might smell stuff, and there's loads of these dangerous chemicals, but don't worry, there's definitely nothing to be worried about. Your nose is probably just playing tricks on you. Go and look at the UFOs. Go and check out the UFO. Have you heard? There's Martians over there. And look, this does go on. This goes on a lot. It talks about, obviously, the toxic chemicals going off into the air. You know, you guys, now you know about it. You can go and read it. You don't have to listen to me ramble through it. But at the end of the day, loads of smoke going into the air over Ohio. There are dangerous chemicals there. And it seemed to me like they were trying to make everybody look at the green men when they should have been looking at the big black smoke that was poisoning everyone. I do feel sorry for you because our government are really nice people and they don't lie to us here. Like, fuck, they don't. What can you do if you can't trust the governments? I'll catch you all on the next one.